Stop making this mistake immediately, or you'll keep pushing every woman out of your life without even realizing the damage you're causing. Imagine you're in the middle of a fascinating conversation with an incredible woman, the air charged with subtle, irresistible tension. But suddenly something you do makes her pull back, as if an invisible wall just shot up between you. That's the power of the mistakes most men make every single day, without knowing they're sabotaging their own chances of creating real, magnetic connections. In this video, we're going to expose exactly those common traps, based on human behavior patterns that turn attraction into distance, helping you avoid them and become the kind of man who naturally draws women in and keeps their interest locked. But hold on, because what's coming next is going to shock you even more. We're diving deep into 3 specific things you're probably doing right now, and in the final reveal, get ready to discover the most subtle and devastating mistake of all, the one that kills any possibility of a deep, lasting bond. It's a secret only the sharpest guys avoid, so they can completely dominate the game of attraction. You do not want to miss this, because it could be the missing piece that completely transforms your interactions. And if you're ready to unlock these forbidden truths, hit that subscribe button right now and smash the like button to get more revelations that will take your attraction power to the next level. 1. Killing the power of mystery by revealing everything at once. You've probably made this mistake without even noticing, dumping all your stories and intentions on the first date, thinking total transparency is going to win her heart. But that's like flipping on every light in a dark, mysterious room and destroying any chance of intrigue or anticipation that could keep the attraction burning. Human behavior shows women are naturally drawn to layers of depth that unfold slowly, creating a subtle dance of discovery that makes them crave more. Instead, learn to ration your revelations, dropping subtle hints about your life that make her wonder what's coming next, turning an ordinary conversation into an irresistible puzzle. This real psychological seduction technique feeds her natural curiosity, making her emotionally invest just to figure you out. Now picture putting this into practice. In a conversation, answer one of her questions with something short and mysterious, followed by a smile that says there's way more behind it. For example, if she asks about your favorite hobby, say something like, "It's something that makes me feel alive at night, but I'll only tell you the rest if you guess." This approach, rooted in attraction psychology, triggers the human treasure hunt instinct, where the brain releases dopamine from anticipation, turning you into the prize she wants to win. Stop vomiting facts. Instead, use calculated pauses to build tension, like every word is a half-open door into a fascinating world. Over time, this creates a magnetic connection where she feels compelled to get closer just to uncover the secrets you're holding. But why does this push so many women away? Because dumping everything kills the mystery, which is the fuel of early attraction, and it goes against the stoic principle of restraint to stay in emotional control. Guys who master this become unforgettable because they turn interactions into teasing journeys where every meeting leaves unsatisfied desire hanging in the air. Use it to your advantage by hinting without handing it all over, like mentioning an exotic trip without giving the full story, inviting her to ask more. This psychological tactic gently manipulates the dynamic, positioning you as the puzzle she can't resist solving. Remember, the secret is balancing what you say with what you keep hidden, creating an aura of depth that pulls her in like a magnet. Understand that fixing this mistake isn't about being fake. It's about flowing with natural human behavior, where mystery creates that subtle, delicious tension that wakes up the senses. Try it in your next interaction. Hold back one personal detail and watch her eyes light up with curiosity, dying for more. Attraction science proves this works because the female brain responds to unpredictable stimuli, strengthening bonds through shared anticipation. Master this, and women will start orbiting around you, obsessed with the guy who doesn't give himself away easily. Now brace yourself. The next mistake is even more common and could be silently killing your chances. It's a slip-up that turns golden opportunities into instant rejection. You won't believe how simple it is to fix. 2. Being overly agreeable and saying yes to everything she says. A ton of guys fall into this trap, nodding at every single opinion like a perfect echo, thinking total agreement shows support and brings her closer. The truth. It creates a sparkless dynamic where the conversation loses the glow of playful pushback, pushing her away because there's no intellectual challenge to spark a deeper connection. Attraction psychology shows women want balance in interactions. Light disagreements reveal strong personality and create that teasing tension that keeps them hooked. To flip this, bring in contrasting opinions in a light, charming way, like gently challenging her view with interesting. But what if we look at it like this? Turning the chat into a captivating game. This real seduction technique builds mutual respect by showing you're confident enough to add layers to the conversation. In practice, stop being a walking yes. Instead, use gentle disagreements to create emotional spikes based on human behavior that craves contrast to stay interested. For example, if she loves a movie you think is just okay, say, "I get the appeal, but what really gets me is how the ending could have been more unpredictable. What do you think?" That triggers subtle psychological manipulation, where friendly debate releases endorphins from the excitement, making you memorable as the guy who challenges without clashing. Keep the tone playful with a dash of humor so the tension builds in a suggestive way, inviting her to open up more. Suddenly, you're the man who adds spice to the interaction instead of just being a passive listener. But why does excessive people-pleasing repel women? Because it screams no backbone, going directly against stoic principles of assertiveness that build lasting attraction. Guys who dodge this mistake become magnetic because they create a dance of opinions that sparks curiosity and a subtle electric current between you. Apply it by sharing authentic views, always respectfully, and watch her lean in, fascinated by your realness. This manipulation-based psychology guides the conversation into more intimate territory, where disagreement turns into mutual understanding and hidden desire. Master the art and your interactions come alive with energy that makes her want way more time with you. Get this, fixing it is about balancing agreement with light challenges, building attraction on mutual intellectual respect that creates irresistible tension. Practice in casual settings and notice how one contrary opinion delivered with a mysterious smile can turn boring small talk into something loaded with potential. Human behavior proves we thrive on dynamic exchanges, not monotony, instantly elevating you to intriguing partner status. And hold tight, the third reveal is the most powerful of all, a subtle mistake that destroys connections before they even bloom, and only the sharpest guys spot and kill it forever. You need to hear this to change everything. 3. Not listening actively. Only focusing on your own stories and opinions. Have you ever stopped to think how many times, mid-conversation with a woman, you jump in with your own experience, thinking it builds connection, when really it just makes her feel invisible and undervalued? This mistake is sneaky, but devastating because human behavior proves people bond when they truly feel heard, not when they're overshadowed by a selfish monologue. Picture her opening up about a rough day at work, and you immediately go, "Oh, that reminds me of when I..." That doesn't build bridges, it builds emotional walls that slowly push her away. Psychological principles show active listening means real questions and reflective responses, turning regular talk into genuine intimacy. Bottom line, ignoring this kills her desire to open up more, leaving her feeling the conversation is one-sided and boring. Let's go deeper. Most guys fall into this because we're raised to think dominating the conversation equals confidence. But interpersonal communication studies prove women value empathy and validation above everything, forming stronger bonds when they feel truly understood. Think how simply rephrasing what she said, "Sounds like that really frustrated you. Tell me more about what happened," can shift the entire vibe, making her feel seen and appreciated. In contrast, constantly steering the spotlight back to yourself screams, "My stories are more important," triggering her natural defense to shut down and look elsewhere for someone who actually pays attention. This listening technique, grounded in human behavior, isn't fake interest. It's cultivating genuine curiosity that feeds mutual, lasting attraction. Do it, and you become not just a listener, but a magnetic partner she wants close, raising your interactions to effortless, natural connection. There's even more layers. The mistake gets worse when you miss her non-verbal cues. Voice dropping, eyes drifting, ignoring those screaming "really hear me" signals, and filling silence with your own words instead. Psychologists explain active listening releases oxytocin, the trust hormone, strengthening emotional bonds, while the opposite creates disconnection that can kill chemistry in minutes. Try pausing after she speaks, giving her space to expand, and watch surface chat turn deep and engaging, where she feels safe to share more. This habit, rooted in real social dynamics, separates the guys who attract effortlessly from the ones who repel without realizing it, because it shows respect and emotional intelligence. Add it to your daily life, and you don't just stop pushing women away. You build a reputation as a thoughtful guy she naturally wants to invest more time and energy in. Finally, remember, this is the most subtle and devastating mistake because it eats away at the foundation of any potential relationship, turning what could be a deep bond into an empty, frustrating interaction most guys only notice when it's too late. Practice active listening, eye contact, genuine empathetic responses, and you trigger psychological mechanisms that build loyalty and attraction, making you irresistible without cheap tricks. Studies show successful couples spend way more time listening than talking, proving this balance is the key to lasting, meaningful connections. Fix it and watch your interactions explode. She'll open up in ways you never imagined, creating an upward spiral of closeness and mutual desire. In the end, mastering this skill is what separates average guys from the ones who build real, passionate relationships and completely change the attraction game forever. So, what did you think of these revelations? Drop a comment and tell me which of these mistakes you've made or how you plan to avoid them from now on. Your story could help other viewers level up too. If this video helped you see things differently, smash that like button to show support and subscribe so you don't miss the next high-value drops that will keep raising your game in the art of real attraction and connection.